my glad people. Happy, happy. Today is our daily, how can I say that? Our weekly meeting on this Glad World channel. As you can see, we are taking advantage of the beautiful weather. I am someone who likes watching things that are uplifting. So hopefully this is a chat, but this is also uplifting. And today we're gonna talk about accountability for the very last time, I promise, guys. And we finished the series of accountability in this beautiful weather, not only to encourage you to really, the work we've been doing so far. I remember last Friday we discussed about how it could affect our professional life. We try to see the not the do, how the do. Yes, I can say of all what accountability entails or may entail, right? So today is all about completing this series and possibly getting a better outcome from the thoughts we've accumulated so far, and hopefully implementing them in our daily lives. So guys, let's hop on this topic. So guys, actually, accountability, as I said, let's hop on this topic. This is the third time we're talking about it. Actually, why? Okay, I'm repeating myself now, but seriously, now take this accountability part in your personal life, in your relationships, right? In your exchanges within you and other human beings, and acquaintances, friendships, relationships, even family, actually. And think about it. You really don't owe anyone any explanation. One, that's true. Except those you consider your close ones, your really, really bosom friends, or your circle, or your family members that, you have a very good relationship with them, or just a very respectful relationship with them. Yes. But accountability in the term of this situation, this environment, or these contexts is more so like emotional one. And the emotional accountability is very important. We tend to just conclude if we are very self-centered people, not removing the possibility of what we call self-care, right? Self-care is important. Self-love is important. You need to know how to stay by yourself. You need to know, the wind is gonna be loud now. I'm holding the camera so it doesn't fall. Okay, yes, pass. Guys, I'm gonna wear my shades because this is me trying to give you uplifting content, but the wind is not cooperating. Okay, it passed now. Because there was also dust coming up and some pollen. It's very good for the environment, but very dangerous to me because many years ago I discovered I had allergy to that, so I'm very careful now. Anyways, coming back to us. We need to be accountable even emotionally, not because of something, not because we are superhuman beings, we are perfect, we don't do nothing. I believe that each and every one of us have their own way to interpret things. So, for example, I consider myself a very straightforward person. So if you tell me things and I have no reason not to believe you, I wouldn't discuss or put into discussion whatever statement, whatever emotion, whatever situation, or whatever feelings you have expressed to me, right? That this is me. But not everyone is like that. And that's the reason why accountability is important in these contexts. Because then, in the case of, let's go with it's not really negative, but let's say negative contexts. You have a partner, or you have a friend, or you have a family member that you feel as I said, it's individual. Like, not everyone thinks that way. That's why we are individual. And this is the beauty of us being a community, is our differences, right? You feel in a certain type of way because of a certain type of action or certain type of feelings that you got in that context. And you are, let's say you did your work, because some people think it's a one-sided thing. No, it's actually a mutual thing. It's even better if it's a mutual thing. Why? Because you take accountability of your own part in the process, in the situation, whatever, and the other takes accountability. But one thing is for sure, the cute dog is passing by right now. Okay, he's gone. One thing is for sure is you can't, and I always tell this to my friends, to my acquaintances, to my close ones, you can't do the work for the other person. You can only do so much as doing your work personally, and based on that, if you find yourself in a situation where it's reciprocated, that's the accountability is done on the other side. You can either solve it, or you can take decisions that will make both of you stay in a perfect harmony, respecting whatever happened or whatever came out of that. Or you can be accountable and you find the other party is not accountable. In that case, what do? Many people be like, oh no, but see, God is, how do I do in that case? Do I say something? Am I the bad person? Or you feel like you are, I won't say swear words, but you know what I mean. No, you are not a bad person. I believe that individually you need to put in the work. As a community, we need to put in the work to learn to be accountable of our actions. It's not to say that whatever nonsense someone they feel, because saying that is a bit harsh. And when I say nonsense, I mean if someone purposely hurt themselves and you have no part in hurting them, but they believe that you hurt them, and you feel like you don't recognize you did something, or like I'm talking about physical hurt, like now this wind is blowing and something falls on my head, right guys? Not wishing, but an example. I won't blame my phone, or I won't blame the tree or the wind. I was seated, it was an accident, it wasn't a planned thing, it happened, I was hurt. But if I feel like, as we discussed last time, those people that never take accountability and blame the whole world for all their problems, then I'll literally stand here and be ranting for hours and telling you guys how is it possible that this tree threw their fruits or their flowers on my head or whatever. But I am in a situation where I know that there's a possibility sitting under a tree to have some fruits or some bird even shit on me, guys. So therefore we really need to learn to take accountability. It's not only gonna do some magic, or I don't know, it's not gonna change the course of your life. It's not gonna, I don't know, like some internal jokes that I have with some friends. It's not gonna give you money, it's not gonna give you a paycheck, but the accountability will help you to be a better human being. A better human being, how is it important? Because as I said, right now we are probably just living life. I don't know about you beautiful glad people situations, but you are probably living life. You are surrounded by family. Let's say in the future you build or you create your own family, right? What happens? You have to transmit these values. If you're someone that intends or has the will or has the want to build a family, because I know as of today not everyone really wants that, and it's not my place to put judgment on them or not, because I believe, and from my faith, that I'm not perfect, so I'm no place to judge anyone. I just have to try to better myself and hopefully bring something positive to the people around me and to my loved ones. So in that case, you're gonna transmit to your siblings, to your entourage, basically. What do you transmit? This non-accountability, this non-positivity, this non-patience, this life is supposed to give you everything you want, or accept that life, as beautiful as it is, has its ups and downs. It can be good, it can be bad. It all depends on how you react. And therefore, why you should be accountable. Because when you're accountable, you face your truth, you face yourself, and you find ways to improve. But when you're not, you don't only do that, but also you have higher risk. And I'm not a scientific researcher on this argument or on this topic, but this is my little life experience. You have higher risk to mess up, and I say this big time, to mess up a lot of your relationships, a lot of your whatever you want to call it, right? And as I said, when they say relationship, people also tend to believe like it's only love related kind of relationship. It can be any kind of relationships. And if you are a human being that really strives not to reach perfection, really, guys, this is me sharing, as I said from the beginning of this Glad Talks, my little experience of life so far. And probably out of this, I'm not only telling you guys, I'm not coming here as a teacher to teach you and giving you the utmost teachings. No, I'm coming here humbly with my little experience of life so far to share with you guys, and probably, hopefully, bring something positive, bring something that will, spark that want to be a better human being. Because it's not only for others. Remember this, it's first for you. Not because you are selfish. There's a difference between oneself and selfishness and narcissism, because it's a fine line. If you are doing it for you, as in you feel better, you achieve a lot of internal wellness that really, guys, and I'm telling you from my little experience, internal wellness that has no price at all. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed this little Glad Talks we did so far on accountability. As I said, I feel like this is not the end of it. I feel like there's a lot of things to discover, to talk, to really, really dive into accountability. But this is my limited talk on the topic. And hopefully we meet here again next Friday to discuss more. Just a little announcement. Usually on Wednesdays, I give you guys like this wonderful series in Italian of what we do as Glad Assist in the context of Glad World Ventures. And in these Fridays, we usually discuss about life. That's Glad Talks, talking about life and some little things. But probably due to the beautiful weather, as you can see, don't mind the wind. The wind is just being the wind, and we love it. But probably in the next Fridays to come, in the next weekends, you have a snippet of what I call Glad Wellness. That's also part of our Glad World Ventures, where we will basically share with you and discuss with you our essentials, cosmetics, and all that. As you can see, for one, the sun is running away, but for one, my skin right now is skinning. Okay, that's a term I coined from a very great woman that I follow on social media. And yeah, so you can see that skin is natural. I have no makeup right now. The only thing I got is hydration and lipstick. And yes, all those little tips, all those little things I do that go well with my skin, hopefully you can also identify, not only with my skin, but you understand what I mean, like the products, if you use them and you like them and they suit you, then perfect. If they don't, then I'm sorry in advance. But I will just share what I feel like is really important for all skin types. And I put a disclaimer, all the videos you're gonna watch on that topic are not sponsored. Those are really products that I've been using for a long time and I really love them. So guys, I really don't know how the audio of this beautiful video came out, because as I said, the wind is really doing its thing. But I love the weather, and I'm gonna enjoy more of this refreshing wind before I continue doing my work, because I was like on a break and I just quickly decided to share with you guys so we can finally finish this accountability series. And hopefully you have a great weekend ahead, and see you next Friday.